I'm Mike Conkright with Accessibility Mike, and I'm here today with a movie review. Don't normally do movie reviews, but I think this one's important. I'm also a geek, and I love comic books and comic characters. And lately, Vin Diesel did a comic to movie about a character called Bloodshot.
They've been manipulating you. What you think is real sometimes ain't.
And initiate sequence.
You can't control me forever.
Sure about that?
Revenge is what makes a man like you exceptional.
You know nothing about men like me.
That is absolutely fantastic.
Now, it sounds kind of really gory, but it's not. And the reason why is because Bloodshot is based on a comic book character where his blood is more or less replaced with nanites or small tiny computers that allow him to heal and function at a superhuman level. He's injured, pronounced dead. His body is acquired by this company, and they replace his blood with nanites and basically create a superhuman or super soldier. And I just want to say that this is a really well done movie. They stayed very close to the comic and kept a lot of the identifiers and the things that the audience of Bloodshot enjoy and rely on to enjoy the character. Something else that, like for example, Bloodshot has a red spot on his chest in the comics, and it's more towards the fact that that spot is where the nanites are taken out and put back and stuff, and it doesn't really heal, so it ends up being just a constant red spot on his chest. In the movie, though, they show that the nanites, because of the concentration in and around the heart, glow when they're really put to work, and you see the glow in his chest. So I thought that was a really cool transition, still keeping it but making it their own. Vin Diesel really did a great job, and he also felt it was really important that they talked and featured PTSD in this, because it's about veterans, and there's a lot of disabled veterans. Like I guess death is a disability. I just kind of thought of that, but he's a veteran with PTSD, and he's slowly dealing with that and learning, how it affects him. But there are also other veterans in the movie. There's one woman who can't breathe without artificial assistance. There's a guy who has he lost his vision, but he wears a suit that allows him to see, because it translates what's around him into his brain. And there's another guy who has no legs, and later on in the movie he ends up being one of the bad guys. So it's pretty cool what he can do and what he adds to his body.
Don't forget about the ringleader who's missing an arm.
Oh yeah. And the main antagonist is missing an arm, and he's like the company inventor, creator. So all these ingenious ideas were his harebrained ideas that ended up being, really great.
I've developed an army of soldiers like yourself. Improved, enhanced.
Welcome to the circus.
But I really love the movie because it talks a lot about coping with PTSD. Well, a lot of people have PTSD, not just veterans. people who have had traumatic injuries, accidents, traumatic and violent events that have happened to them, all suffer from PTSD. I've had a car accident that has put me in a wheelchair, and so I suffer from PTSD as well, and it affects all of us differently. This movie was really enjoyable to watch. It was enjoyable to see the process that he went through in dealing with his PTSD and his death and the memory loss and all those things. I strongly recommend watching the movie, even if you know nothing about the character Bloodshot. And if you do know about the character Bloodshot, I still strongly recommend you watching it and coming up with your own personal opinion. And feel free to share it. I would love to hear what you have to say. So thank you very much. It's been a great, it's been an honor to deliver this to you, and have a great day.